I saw Devotion, a movie that I wanted to see in theaters, but I wasn't able to. Then I heard it was out on Paramount Plus, so I felt intrigued. I was very excited about this movie because it has two of my favorite stars on the market right now. Glenn Powell, as most of you know, was in Top Gun Maverick, which I find kind of funny that he was in 2 fighter pilot movies in the same year. And of course, Jonathan Majors, who is set to appear as Kang the Conqueror in the MCU, as well as Damian Anderson in Creed 3. So I had hyped myself up quite a bit for this movie. I was freaking ready, but then I saw it, and I thought it was
mid.
Cinematography is great, spectacular even, but that doesn't make it a great movie. I feel like I'm alone with this take. Besides the cool CGI, the movie is boring and dull. But I guess I don't even really know what I was expecting. Throughout the entire movie, Jonathan Majors' character, Jesse Brown, is this black aviator who deals with problems of race and being a black man in the industry he's in. My problem with this is that Jesse tells us the problems he's gone through. He tells us why he has trust issues with white people. This is why it's important to show, not tell. I feel like these racial scenes would have had more weight if they were flashbacks and not him just screaming at Tom Hudner. Glenn Powell was not as good in this movie as I thought he was going to be. There were moments in this movie where I felt like I was watching a soap opera. But this movie isn't complete garbage. There are some moments that are pretty good, and they do deliver on what I think I wanted to see. Jesse Brown's plane gets hit by some live fire from the North Koreans. They manage to hit the fuel canister, and he has to land the plane. So Tom and Jesse go high in the air to find a good place to land. They eventually do. So Jesse is able to land his plane, but it's clear something isn't quite right. From Tom's perspective, Jesse is stuck, and the whole time I was at the edge of my seat, wondering what was going to happen next. Then Tom says that he's going to go down there and rescue him. It was a nice callback to earlier in the movie where Jesse tells Tom that he's sick of people trying to help him while also looking down at him. And in the crash sequence, that's quite literally what happens. Instead of Tom trying to help him from the sky, he also crashes his plane just so that he could help Jesse. We find out that Jesse is stuck in his plane, so Tom and him do their absolute best to get him unstuck, but they are unsuccessful, and Tom has to leave Jesse behind, who dies from hypothermia. I think the whole brotherhood story is not the best storyline. I just think the writing isn't that good when it comes to this aspect of the movie. It never really feels like Jesse and Tom end up brothers by the end. But I think that Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell don't really have that great of chemistry. All in all, I don't think that Devotion was that good. Cinematography was great, but the story and the writing really lagged. Parts of it just felt way too slow and drawn out. But if you've seen Devotion, tell me what you've thought of it in the comments. Alright guys, that's all for me for today. Until next time, peace.